you were a trailblazer in setting up the brewery, but then also within the brewing industry, you were a trailblazer in terms of not pasteurizing and some of the ways that you did things. And you mentioned that you had this realization back in the second grade, and you said, even at that young age, I recognized there was a price to be paid for nonconformity. Staying true to who I was set me on a path outside the norm. And for me, when I read that, I thought that's an incredible realization at any age, much less that young. And it feels to me like that has been true consistently through your life. And I'm curious to know, did you ever have times when you wavered and thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't just be on my own path? Or were you always comfortable being who you are?
Well, early on, quote came because my mom would tell stories of being on a first name basis with the school principals. When I was growing up, I was regularly getting into trouble and pushing people's buttons. Um, but I think doing running your own business to begin with is sort of non-conforming. I mean, you have to do a lot of things and take risks, and a lot of people aren't comfortable in that role. I had worked at a number of bicycle shops, both in Southern California and in Chico, and had a number of bosses. And I learned what I did and didn't want to have for my work experience and life experience. And I think I came to the realization that I really had to be my own boss at a pretty early age in order to be satisfied. So I think part of what drove me into the brewing industry was really doing my own thing. The alchemy of making beer was fascinating, and it still fascinates